Back in the 1990s, when I was running the Dunlop Roadshow, I was sponsored by Adidas for shoes and clothing. And we went to a location somewhere in the middle of England. I can't remember. Somewhere really nice though, very high class, very posh. Grass tennis courts, swimming pool, indoor and outdoor, spa area, beautiful squash courts. And we were preparing for the day. I was going through the things that the local coaches needed to focus on and think about. And the manager called me over and said, Philip, he said, you can't wear those shoes. Now, at the time, I had the brand new Adidas black and orange. Now, if I can find an image of them, I'll put it up here now. But when I looked earlier, I couldn't find it. And when he first said that to me, I thought that he thought that they were just like training shoes, that they were maybe street shoes or something. And I said, no, it's okay. They're squash shoes. Doesn't matter. We've got an all whites policy here. What? You have to wear white clothes on court. What? This was the 1990s and things were different back then. Now, I'd had lots of phone calls, had a meeting with them. At no point had they told me that there was whites only. And of course, what about all the coaches' kit and all of those? Well, you know, if you can wear whites, you have to. Okay, anyway, eventually he allowed me to wear these shoes because they were the only ones I had. And I even remember that when I belonged to a tennis club where I lived, they told me that I couldn't wear my red baseball cap backwards. I had to wear it forwards. And I'm still shocked now. Nowadays, everybody's got different coloured shoes. I mean, I bought a pair on eBay for about €6 recently that looked like this. And the ice shoes, and there's probably lots of others. So nowadays, nobody even thinks twice about it. But back in the 1990s, that was a huge thing. You can't wear these coloured shoes on court. They're black and orange. You have to wear white. All right, crazy. So the question is, does your club have a dress code? What is it that you're not allowed to wear? Now, I do want to say that I respect dress codes. If the club has this rule, I've got no problem with that. I'm not saying that that was the problem. For me at the time, the problem was that nobody told me. I can't say that I particularly like dress codes because I don't think that nowadays we need to worry about that. But maybe there's a tradition and other sorts of things. So if a club has it, okay, I'm cool with that as long as I don't have to buy new equipment to match that new dress code. So what is it that your club does? Are you allowed to wear anything? I think most of the places I go now, you can wear anything. You can wear football shorts, you can wear singlets. I don't know, is there anything that you can't wear? Now, before I started making this video, I had a quick look at the squash rules because I do remember reading something about the squash rules, about that you couldn't wear like leggings. And I looked for it and I couldn't find it. I looked on my mobile just now and I can't find it. Maybe you'll be able to tell me that that rule used to exist or it doesn't. I looked on the World Squash Federation's website, the singles rules for 2019. And a quick little anecdote. One time I was playing a friendly team match. That was like one club versus another club. And I got to the place and I realised it didn't have any shorts. So one of the girls on the team, because it was like a mixed team, said, you can wear my skirt if you want, like jokingly. And I said, yeah, okay. So I put on this skirt and I played the first game. And my opponent was complaining so much all through that first game. He said that it was distracting him and it wasn't right. And eventually they found me a pair of shorts. But I have to tell you that wearing the skirt was really liberating. I actually felt that it was easier to move than a pair of shorts. Now, nowadays, just like the different coloured shoes, I suppose any player could go on with pretty much anything that they wanted. And so they should be. You should be allowed to wear pretty much anything you want, unless it actually interferes with gameplay. If it's a distraction for the other player, then that's, I think, a little bit different. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that. What if somebody comes on with a shirt with a logo or a symbol or something that you find distracting? Do you think that you should have the right to say to the person, I find that distracting? I'm not sure I do. I mean, this is like a real big topic now. So if as long as it doesn't interfere with play, you can wear whatever you want. Why don't we have more fancy dress? tournaments or matches. In fact, a little while ago, I made a joke about one of the ways to get squash into the Olympics was to make all of the players wear superhero costumes, because I thought that would be so funny. And maybe we need to do some kind of publicity stunt where we wear strange clothes and we play squash just to get us in the news, to get people seeing us. Anyway, so the original question is, does your club have a dress code? What is it that you can't wear? Do you kind of agree with dress codes? Do you think that we should or shouldn't let people wear? I mean, I suppose as far as the shoes are concerned, they've got to be non-marking, fine. Do you think that you should be able to wear a cape, like a Superman costume, for example? Should players be allowed to wear that? Well, if the ball hits your clothing, you lose the point. Well, so it's your choice. I don't know. It's a bit of a silly topic, but it might be interesting. So I'm interested to hear your club rules and your stories about wearing different clothes and hopefully wearing skirts and coloured shoes and all sorts of things that have happened to you. So post them in the comments. This video is part of the Let's Talk series. You can see the introduction linked in the text description. On the screen at the moment is a subscription button. If you think my content is interesting, please consider subscribing. There's also a list of the other Let's Talk videos and another video that YouTube thinks is a really good fit for you based on what you've been watching. And remember, do something every single day to improve your squash. See ya.